So, for today's episode, I was making you a list of 5 free sewing patterns that I have made lots of times and worn and love. But you know what? I couldn't whittle it down to 5, and I ended up, I was just checking my notes, with 8. But actually what I realised as I was working them out is that they fit into different sections. So we go from like from basics through to elevated patterns. I will put all the links below as best as I can, but if not, I will clearly do it so that you can Google it and find them. So rather than listing them just as a big list, I'm going to do them by section. And just like everything else, I would never share anything with you either that I haven't tested or I'm thinking about making. And the great thing about all these patterns is I have tested them and I have checked that they are still available, because there's nothing worse. So let's crack on. And I have to say, I've made a lot of free patterns and I've tested a lot of things. So to get on this list, these free patterns have had to do a good job. If you're new around here, my name is Sam, aka Sequingeli, and welcome back if you're a regular viewer. Let's crack on with having some fun with free patterns. If you're thinking, why talk about free patterns now? There is a challenge called So Frugal going on at the moment. I will leave the details at the end. So section 1, as I mentioned, is basics. I was going to call them elevated basics, but they're only elevated if you make them elevated. So my first one is the Closet Core t-shirt. Now, Closet Core t-shirt has been free and available for a long time. Closet Core does excellent patterns, and I think what they've done well with this free pattern is give you a taste of the quality of what they offer, and I really like it when a pattern company does that. It's reliable, it's got a couple of adaptable things, it's an easy breezy style, it's not overfitted, but just like I love, it's really easy to hack. I've made it multiple times. I've changed the length of the sleeve because you can just lengthen it down or shorten it up. I have changed the neckline. I actually haven't done the little pocket that comes with it, but it is a nice, straightforward, slightly looser fit, not boxy fit, but just slightly looser t-shirt pattern. And to complement that is the Deer and Doe Plantain. Now, I believe Deer and Doe is now owned by Closet Core. It wasn't when they brought this out. And I like the Plantain because it has a bigger scoop to the neck, not too low, and a little bit more of what I would describe as like a fitted feminine silhouette. It has a shaped bottom to it as well. So if you want a t-shirt that's a little bit more fitted, a bit more sort of designed, it's great for that if you want to move away from that sort of boxy, loose fit. And that is still available, and you can still find that. If you do have any trouble, drop me a comment. So these are the patterns that I think aren't glamorous to sew, but they are essential to our wardrobe in whatever way, shape or form. Whether it's wearing them like at bedtime, wearing them under things. I wear the Closet Core t-shirt as a base layer, a lovely colourful base layer. I've worn like the green and the pink under this here, which I'll tell you about in a minute. So I think just doing them in colours that become nice base layers works really well. So now let's talk about the ones that I think are like the hackable, but also the go back over again and again and can look really different. So if you've been around here a while, you'll know how much I love Marilla Walker. She has a little suite of patterns that are available for free now. You used to have to pay for them. Obviously, my favourite is the Nautilus. I think it is a really varied pattern. And this is the Nautilus blouse hacked into a dress. So I put a gathered skirt on the bottom. She has some other ones. They're all named after sort of like sea and fossil things. So you've got the Anning, the Jurassic, the Nautilus, and so on. I've made the Jurassic coat. I've made the Anning blouse, which is Anning blouse and dress with various hacks as well that she has in it, and a lot of Nautilus. So I think that if you are looking for a great sort of easy breezy top that can look like just a top, a dress, a blouse, it is one that is really great considering it's free. And I think Marilla Walker is very generous making those free because she used to sell her patterns. Now let's talk about interesting pieces. So these are pieces that I think go beyond the everyday basics. So I've got 2 patterns in this section. I have the Romy lantern sleeve. Every time I wear it, every time it's in a video, and when I wear it out in the world, I get compliments on it. It is a free pattern, and I found it through So Frugal many years ago. It's by Tiana's Closet. Tiana's Closet has a lot of free patterns, but also some low price paid for ones. I would say that the instructions for the lantern sleeve are reasonable. I have a whole video on it where I share things. I think that it is free, so let's be mindful of that in the way that the website is done. She has a lot of her patterns now as A0 as well, which I think is phenomenal. I love the sleeve. It was my first introduction to a really interesting sleeve, so it's a very fond place in my heart. It works so interestingly depending on what type of fabric you make it. So if you make it in a viscose, it gives a lovely drape to the sleeve. If you make it in a more structured fabric, you really get to see the lantern shape as well. The one thing I would say about Tiana's Closet is it isn't easy to see different bodies wearing the patterns, but I think that there's definitely patterns that have potential on the website. A lot of adverts on there though, but I have tried and tested quite a few, and this is my top favourite, and I've made it and worn it a lot of times. If you have a tried and true free pattern that, like me, you've made multiple times and you think you would like to recommend, please leave it in the comments, because I know people love to read what other people suggest. And then my other one is still available. I have checked, it disappeared for a while. This is the Great British Sewing Bee quilted jacket. Now, if you can watch the old Sewing Bee episodes, you can go back. It was the season with Crafty Pie Brogan in it. It was quite early on. It was only like episode 2 or 3, I think. And there is no instructions, because the whole idea is that these are the A4 and A0 that you can print out when you've bought the book. But honestly, there's so many videos out there about quilted jackets. Just having the template to it is enough, I think. You might be not sure, and that's okay. You could get the Great British Sewing Great British Sewing Bee book to go with it, and then you could have the A0 printed to allow you to make it. You could watch one of my quilted jacket videos, and I feel like there's another one on the horizon. I'm laughing because if you don't know, I've made a lot of quilted jackets. Others have gone off to new homes, but I have quite a few, and I love them all, and I love making them. They're such a versatile throw on. I think they are my version of a denim jacket, honestly. So there we go. If you want to watch my videos on them, I will put one up here or link it at the end, or you can just go and have a look. I've got a wide selection of videos. So. And then we have my final pattern pick, and this is a layering piece, which I think is great for every day, but I think that again you can play with this. So this is the NH Patterns Heather Sweater, and I really like this as just sort of an everyday jumper that's not overly complicated, not overly big or boxy, has a drop shoulder. I made my favourite one, probably why I'm so fond of this pattern, with English paper piecing hexes on the sleeve. I've worn it so many times now it has a stain that I can't get off, so I'm probably going to have to put some more English paper piecing somewhere on the front. I made it in like a lovely emerald green, and it's just the perfect spring weight jumper. I have made it multiple times. I've made ones with like sequin sleeves and sweatshirt bodies. It is a fun, free sweatshirt pattern that works perfectly. So if you're looking for just a straightforward sweatshirt pattern, it is a winner, I would say. So there we go. I think that, like with everything in life, free is variable, and we have to be suspicious of free, but by hearing other people's recommendations, you can reduce the risk slightly, and that's why I've only shared with you ones that I have made multiple times and like. And this is the month, May is the month to hear other people's picks and favourites. Lovely Frugalissima YouTube channel. She actually makes playlists of all of these. If you search YouTube right now for hashtag SoFrugal26, you'll see the videos coming out now. If you change that to SoFrugal25, you can see all the videos from last year. So the great thing about the challenge is it does give you access to a wealth of free patterns that other people have often tested and tried. And read the comments because other people will make suggestions too. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like to put below your tried and true free pattern, please do, because to me it's knowing that it's a pattern that you have sewn multiple times and feel like you can recommend. So I would love you to do that. I will catch you again soon. Bye.